there was this one time we had like a conversation. Liz was like rizzing me up, and then Narissa was there, and she had her hands crossed. She was like, "Don't be flirting at my wife like that." And then Liz was like, "Your wife? She's my wife." And then they started to fight over me, and it was a whole ordeal. And I was like, "Well, we're each other's wives because you guys are technically each other's wives also." Gay? Mm-hmm. It was pretty gay. It was the gayest trip I've ever been on. I can't believe I just said that. One of the shenanigans that we did was that I really wanted people to sit on me. That was like my entire motivation for All For One. I wanted the EN girls to sit on me. Nobody wanted to sit on me though. Wait, I actually made notes. Hold on, let me get my phone. I'm back. Okay. So, there were a lot of girls that rejected me. Yeah, but there were a few members that were gracious enough to sit on me. Iris sat on me. She was like, is it okay? I don't know. I might be a little bit heavy. And I'm like, I mean, go for it. The better. But I gotta tell you guys, I don't know if it's like her wings or something, but Iris is so light. Like, she would sit on me bridal style and I could just lift her, you know? She was so light. And her ass felt really nice. It was very soft. Oh, one thing that you guys should know is that Crony is very accommodating. Like, listen, I've never hung out with Crony before. At most, me and Crony, we just talk in Discord. We don't really hang out in person. So once I did get to like meet her and like hang out with her, she was very, very accommodating. She was kind of like a mom to me. So when I told her to sit on my lap, she was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then I also lifted her too. She was very light. We live in the dream, man, yeah. And then Liz sat on me. Liz graciously gave me her ass. And I have to say, hers was the nicest one. Is it okay for me to say this on stream? I know that Liz is mostly family friendly, but I gotta say, her butt, her buttocks, her bosoms were amazing. Oh, I think it was during day 2 that we started to stack. I don't know, I forgot. You guys can check the tweet yourself. Yeah, what happened was that Liz sat on me, and then Narissa saw it, and then she was like, "Oh, now I want to sit on you too." And I was like, "Then do it, sit on both of us." And she was like, "On top of you?" We were like, "Yeah, come at it." And so Narissa decided to sit on Liz, who was already sitting on me. And then Lisa saw it, and then she was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And then we were like, "Yeah, join us." And so she sat on Narissa. And then we invited all the other people, but nobody actually were interested in sitting on top of us. But Gigi was there. She was like, "Oh, that's so cool. Let me at him." And then she sat on Risu, who was sitting on Narissa, who was sitting on Liz, who was sitting on me. I'm not jealous, not at all. Speaking of jealousy, a lot of people got jealous. And so me and the girlies, every time we needed to go down to stage, we had to take the elevator. But because there's a lot of us, we just squeeze ourselves in, you know? I mean, the elevator was quite big, but obviously there were a lot of us, right? And during one time we went down the elevator, Liz was in front of me. She was wearing a mask. And I decided to playfully kiss her, you know? Kiss her lips through the mask, so we weren't actually kissing. But Raura was apparently watching, and she was like, "No! No, don't do that in front of me. I get jealous. Kiss me too." And then Raura started kissing me a bunch. She started kissing my forehead, my cheeks. She kissed me everywhere. I received the most kisses from Raura, I feel. Out of all of the members, yeah? She kisses people often, and I get them a lot. I'm very, very happy. There are a lot of kisses in the after party. Always with the kisses. But one that shook with me was, it was a group of 5 of us, and we were sitting on like these really, really tall chairs. Like, you know, those bar chairs? And then there was Liz, and then, Liz gave me a bunch of kisses. She was sitting next to me. And then I told her that I wanted to kiss her too. I told her, "Oh, turn your face so that I could kiss your cheeks." And she was like, "No, don't do that. Just go in for the real kiss." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then suddenly she pulled me into a kiss of my own, by the lips, with no mask this time. I fell from my chair. That's where the herbs lips were soft tweet came from. How long was the kiss? Not long at all. It was more like a peck. But I was so caught off guard. I fell. Okay, next time we can stand back up and resume the kiss in front of the other ladies. Excuse me?